Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Joining us is little Charlotte here. My little cutie pie. She's cute. Oh, look who's back. Easton. I thought I lost him, and it was because of the packing back and forth, like going to and from the city. I had him in one of the bags, and I couldn't find little Easton anywhere. And I found him today. I think he needs mohair conditioner. Anyway, I'm going to change her into a cute little fall appropriate outfit. Can you tell I love the fall? It's my favorite season. I'm not looking forward to the winter up here, but I do love the fall, especially up here. I'm going to see if I take pictures when the leaves and everything starts changing. Up here, it's beautiful. But yeah, we're gonna, let me show you what she's gonna wear. This is by what, Cherokee? I have bought this for Emma. But yeah, it is by Cherokee. Size newborn, so it should fit her. I bought this for Emma, wow, so long ago, and I forgot I had it. And as you can see, it still has the tag. So we're gonna try it on little Charlotte here. I hope it fits. It looks a little big, but she is newborn. We're gonna leave her in this same onesie. So yeah, let's hang out for a little while with this little girl. I still love her. She is amazing. I don't know, there's something about her. She's very realistic looking. Her wrinkles, the little creases, everything about her is super realistic. And out of all my babies, she is by far even better than Elizabeth, although Elizabeth did get better with her new body. But she is my favorite poser. This baby can take the most amazing poses. She can pose her baby butt off. Let's just say it that way. She is a really good poser. I love taking pictures of this little girl. She is so sweet. So yeah, let's get her dressed. It's getting chilly up here. I don't know about where you guys are at, but we've had a few cool days so far. It goes up and down. Up, especially where I live. How is this? Is this up? No, it has the little pants that go underneath. I thought it was like the bottom, the clip-on, the little snaps. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. We are in the midst of, oh, I gotta take off this little pink headband. I had her in just a onesie for a couple of days because I like seeing them like that. It takes so much work, right, to paint them and do all these little tiny details, and then you cover them up with clothes and you never see any of the little cutesy wrinkles and creases. And she's just super sweet, this little girl. So yeah, let's put on her little pants, the underpants. Let's move this little bunny. Oh, the other day, I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a short little like article on the news. I think it was Fox 5, something like that. And it was about reborns. And right away, I hear reborns on TV. And sorry, I was checking the camera. I hear reborns on regular TV, and I'm like, bing! My ears, like, seriously, they go straight up. Did I just hear reborns on TV? That's not a common thing. I don't hear that by anyone, actually, other than you guys. I don't talk reborns with anyone. But, apparently, there was a lady, came out in the news, because there was a lady that went somewhere. I think she went to the mall. And it was one of those really, really hot days that we had this summer. And, oh gosh, I'm going to have to check the camera. Okay. Sorry about that, but me and my camera issues. I'm asking, oh, sorry, little girl. I'm asking Santa Claus for a new camera. So yeah, apparently it was one of those hot days, and the lady went to the mall, and she she did an outing, which I think Crystal had mentioned that, and I totally agree. If you don't plan to take them in or whatever, what's the point in taking a baby out if you're going to leave them in the car? But that's what she did. But yeah, she went and left the baby in the car on one of those super hot days, and the reborn baby, and she went in shopping. And apparently, I don't know if it was somebody in the, like a regular person in the parking lot that looked inside and saw a baby sitting in the back and called the police. The police came, looked inside the car. Then they called the fire department because they needed to break into the car. And the lady is happily shopping inside, not knowing that her car was getting destroyed by the fire department. And they broke down the windows because they thought it was a real baby. And the fireman came on and spoke for a few minutes and said that he broke the window because he thought it was a real baby. Like, how was I supposed to know that it wasn't real? It looks real. The cops are, they all look kind of upset, which I don't blame them. I mean, you know, as that's on one of the hottest days, and we've had really hot days this past summer, to walk by a car and you think it's a real baby, and you know the dangers of leaving a child in the car like that. And if you think it's real, you're going to panic, regardless of who you are. The police, the firemen, a regular person walking in the parking lot. I know I would. If I were to see a baby, if I were to see a dog locked inside of a car on such a hot summer day, I will call the cops immediately. And so that's what they did. And the lady was very apologetic, and she started screaming, "Oh my God, no, it's a doll." I'm sure they must have. That's probably why we get looked at like we're all nuts when it comes to these babies, because people do things like that do happen. And then they questioned her, like, why do you have such a lifelike baby doll? Like, where do you get that? And they were questioning her about it, especially if they're men. They don't know anything about it. Most men don't. I mean, some do, but most don't. And the cops and the firemen were like, "Ma'am, I mean, I know your car's destroyed, but we thought it was real." And then when they got into the car, I think is when one of the firemen, one of the men, I don't know if it was the police officers or the fire department, but then they saw that the baby wasn't moving or whatnot, and that's when they really panicked, because apparently they thought the baby died in the car because of the heat. That is why I do not take out, oh my God, I am sorry, but I'm going nuts here, looking for the other sock. Hold on. I am back. The struggle was real. I was on my hands and knees looking under the bed. It's just that this house is such a mess. Oh my God. I'm sweating, Charlotte. Looking for one sock. But yeah, like I said, this is such a cute dress. It is a very light peach color with a little rosette. It's made out of like silky material. It is such a cute little dress. Should I let me see. Yeah, no, I don't like the stitching, but it's so pretty. The color looks so nice on her, and it has little gold, shiny gold polka dots. Such a pretty dress. I forgot I had this. But yeah, like I was saying about that, oh my gosh, I wouldn't say embarrassed. I think I would have been furious, first of all, because of my car. I don't know. I don't know. They didn't mention whether they're going to fix it. Most likely, if they were to try and like blame, like take out a court or something over the car payment, like fixing the car, they could probably try and fight it and say, "We thought it was real," and show one of these babies to any judge in a courtroom. They're going to agree, "Well, ma'am, no one told you to leave a doll like that looks like a real baby in your car, laying in the back, in a car seat that looks so real." And I put in these little shoes. They're a little bit big, but the socks are kind of bulky, so it fills them in. So yeah, that is why I love Elizabeth, and you guys know that. But I don't take her out as much because of the car seat issue, and because I know that they look real, and I know what I would think, especially when I know how I felt about the babies. Like, when I had first seen a reborn, like the first time I saw one of these babies, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, it took for me to buy one, which was Liam, to feel it and hold it and see what they were about, to really be able to understand. Because honestly, looking at one of these babies, if you've never seen them before, can be quite startling for some people. And not everyone's gonna like them or say that they're cute. Some people say mean things about them, or that they don't look too alive or whatever. So I can see where the panic. And so with Elizabeth, I don't take her out as much because of that. Because I already got weird stares where in Target, I think it was a Walmart, where I laid her in the cart in the little where people put babies to sit, but I had a little blanket, and even that, who puts a baby laying in that little space? I know I didn't. So it looks odd, and people start questioning, what kind of parent is that would put a baby like that? And so with Elizabeth, I said I want to get either. I still have not gotten a chance to get it. I'm gonna see if I could find one, like Once Upon a Child or a consignment store, but a carrier, or even just buy a new one. But to be able to take out Elizabeth. But I do fear leaving her in a car by herself, and that if someone can see her, and if I'm gonna do that and then have to put a sheet over her and leave her in the car, then why take her in the first place? I need to have either, a stroller or a carrier, something that will, if I'm going to walk around with a baby that looks real, I'm going to have to treat it like it's real in order not to get stares or people to be mean or have mean comments or think I'm nuts. So, there is a little responsibility, I think, in taking out the babies. Visit my daughter and Caitlin, and we decided that, I decided I wanted to take Elizabeth. So Katie sat with her in the front seat in the car and was holding her. So I'm like, I put the seatbelt around Elizabeth, and Caitlin's like, Mom, you do realize Elizabeth's not real? And I'm like, I know that, Caitlin, but I don't want anything to happen to her either, and she doesn't have a car seat, so might as well strap her in some way. And my daughter doesn't live far from us, but it's still a little drive. It's about 10, no, it's more than 10 minutes. Either way, we're getting off in the parking lot where she lives, and I see this lady walking towards us, and the lady has a really mean face. And I'm looking at the lady like, okay, like what the heck is her problem? So right away, she looks really aggressive. Her face looks mean. I don't know her. I've never seen her before in my life, and she's walking towards us. I'm walking a little ahead of Caitlin. I told Caitlin, just hold on to Elizabeth, and I'll carry the bags, heavy bags. And so the lady got to me first, and Caitlin by then had caught up to me, and the lady looks at Elizabeth and stays staring at her, and she's standing. We stopped. We us three, Caitlin, the lady, and I, we all three stopped, and the lady's just staring at Elizabeth. And I picked up on it. Oh, I know she thinks she's real. And so I'm already, in my mind, I'm preparing what I'm gonna say, but she's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to apologize before I even say anything, but I was about to tell you guys off. In my mind, I'm thinking, first of all, you just can't do that, but whatever, think that way. But, like, who goes up to somebody and says, I was about to tell you off? That doesn't fly with me. Either way, back to the baby. Elizabeth is in Caitlin's arms, but what I didn't notice was that when Caitlin was getting out of the car, she held her through one arm. Elizabeth is very heavy, and Caitlin is, she's very small. She's a very small girl. She's really small for her age, short and petite, and so she picked her up the wrong way, and I guess she carried her sideways like a rag doll for a short part of the walk. I didn't notice that because I would have flipped out, because it's Elizabeth and she's mine, and don't carry my baby like that. But the lady saw, and she said, who would carry a baby like that? Oh my God, that's child abuse. I was about to tell you the works, girl, and and in my mind I'm thinking, really? So I'm like smiling, whatever, and I'm like, no, she's a doll. And she's like, I'm sorry, but can I please carry her? And that's when I started laughing, and I'm like, Caitlin, let her carry her. And the lady went nuts. Where can I buy one? How much are they? You know, the usual questions that come with people that have never seen one of these babies. And she just kept on and on about the realism, you know, that they look. She's like, I'm carrying this baby, and she still looks and feels real, because you know how their little heads droop to the side, and then when they're weighted, and people don't expect that feeling when they first reach out to carry them. They expect them to feel like a doll, and then when they don't, they really freak out with that. And I found it funny. She actually offered if I could make her a custom that would look like her son when he was a baby. So I told her. She ended up knowing who my daughter Jill is, and she said, I'm gonna keep in touch with Jill, I'll let you know, and stuff like that. And that was that. I've heard several stories that have gone very wrong. Mine wasn't that bad, but can you just imagine that lady coming up to me, and I'm with my little girl, my real little girl, and coming out stupid to me, and then I would have to like, homegirl, step back, she's a doll, you know. That's an upsetting situation as it is. It would have gotten me mad for somebody jumping the gun and questioning me. But then again, I would have to understand that she thought it was real, and Caitlin was dragging the baby by one arm. And it is. Elizabeth is big, but she's still a baby size. She's, what, a 3-month-old? No one would carry a real baby that way. And then, of course, later Katie goes to say, Mommy, it's just that she's really heavy and whatever. And I was getting out of the car, and it was hard to just like get up from the seat from the car and take off the seatbelt. And she just ended up carrying her that way for a little while, which I understand. But all those things, mine wasn't a big mess or a situation where it involved the police, but in for the lady in the mall, it was a really bad situation, because now you have a broken car, your baby's all full, even though it's not real, it's all full of glass, probably damaged. Then it's not a pleasant experience to go through something like that. Me, I would be furious. But mostly, honestly, at myself for leaving the baby in the car. I know me, I would have been mad at myself more than the cops or anybody else, because I should know better than to do something like that. I don't bust my butt painting a baby to look this realistic, with veins or whatever, for her to look fake. I want her to look real, therefore other people are going to think she's real if they see her from afar, especially sitting in a car. Anyway, you guys, that's my 2 cents on this topic. I just found it interesting and kind of funny in a way, and in a small way, I actually like the fact that whenever I hear any type of reborn story, because this is a small community, and it's always nice to hear of other people liking these babies. And that's basically why I ended up opening my channel, because it's almost impossible to find people that are into this hobby and share the same interest and find the babies beautiful and amazing, because to me they are. Not only are they extremely hard to make, but they are a beautiful piece of art. They're amazing. So yeah, I will leave you guys with that. I hope you enjoyed little Charlotte. Where is your headband, little girl? Oh, here it is. I almost forgot. She has her little circle swirl on the top. Let's put in this little orange headband. There we go. Ay, qué lindo, Dios mío. There you go. The little fingers. Let me see. Do you need passy? I don't have a peach passy. And this one's too orange. Then again, it kind of looks cute with a little what? Oh, it's upside down. A little giraffe. And then this one is the one she had, which is one of my favorite because it has a ladybug. And you know me with the ladybugs. That's why I call it Stella. My granddaughter, I call her Buggy. It comes from ladybug. But yeah, nah. Charlotte's a big girl. I like her without a passy. There she is with Easton, right? Easton's back. Alright, I am going to go to bed because I am exhausted once again. But little baby Charlotte, oh my god, look how cute the little shoes look on her. The socks really did fill it up. Baby Charlotte is going to get a nice warm bottle and she is going to take a nap. Although she looks like she's napping already. Anyway, you guys, thank you very much for watching. And as always, the babies and I will see you in our next video. Bye, guys.